North County? Welcome to Morning Brew, Friday morning. And as always, we have Teresa Branch with us with Airflow Filter Services.
Good morning.
Good morning. Man, do you guys sell heaters at Airflow Filter Services?
No, but I wish we did because I would be using them.
I bet it's cold in there.
It's cold. When they get in
floor.
there, yeah, it's cold. They have a little, we have like a little pellet stove.
Ooh,
that's right at the door. And then, but it's broken.
Oh.
Something's wrong with it right now. Yeah, Jared.
Yeah,
I know.
That's right.
But I guess something happened like 2 years ago. That's happened too. But so that's broken. But in the back, in the office, I have a tiny little electric heater. It doesn't do justice.
Oh, no.
I mean, maybe my feet get warm, but that's about it. And it's cold in there. So
being in that warehouse with the concrete floor, you've got the steel walls.
Yeah.
You know, I think you have a little insulation on them. That isn't there? Like
not
very
much.
slight.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, it's that you can't get warm.
No, you can't. I mean, Tomas, one of our guys, he walks around with his foot on basically all day because it's just cold. I mean, it literally is cold because plus they're in the dock, so they're outside. Right. So and we have doors open, so it's cold in there. Yeah, so we don't get warm.
So everybody's like, it's okay. I'm going to go back there and use the torch, and I'm going to make some hydraulic hoses and weld these on or something.
To get warm, yeah. Or stand by the heater. That's that or not the heater, the dryer, because it gives off a little bit of heat, you know. So that's probably the warmest place in the whole warehouse. So
I'm interested about the pellet stove. We have our downstairs we have one of those heaters, those little fireplace, fake ones. Anyway, since we've been in the house, which is now 18, 19 years. Anyway, 19 years never. It works for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then it goes off and we can't start it again for 8 months.
Oh wow!
For whatever reason, you know, and we've had people out there. They've come out. They've looked at it. They're like, well, you know, I don't know. Okay, thanks, bye.
Oh, how funny.
And so, anyways, I'm thinking it's like okay, because we have one of those heaters, corner heaters, it's a plug it in.
Yeah,
works great. We have it in the corner and over by the bar, and it needs something like that in the living room because it's so cold.
Yeah,
literally, you walk downstairs to the bottom, and it's like a 10 degrees difference.
Yeah. Yeah, so. I get that. And our house is weird. So we have this beautiful fireplace. It's got stone. It has a mantle.
A real one?
A real one. Oh. A real. So we burn real wood. But whoever, I don't know which owner did it, put in one of the fake stoves, and it's right next to the fireplace. And I'm like,
so there's a fireplace and then a fake
one, and it's gas, and you just click it on, and it warms it up, gets a little chill out, but it's like, why would you right next to each other? You know what I mean? It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in a house.
Well, they did cover up the pool with dirt.
True. So it's probably the same people that did that.
Yeah. So the weird part kind of is already out the window.
There. Yeah. So I mean, if I'm home in the morning or something, I'll put that on just to get the chill out of the house. But you know why? You know why? Because society these days have people freaked out about having a fire inside the house, right? It must be.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's especially the younger generation. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, oh my God, I'm starting a fire inside my house.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want my house to burn down.
And I don't even think they know how to start a fire, to be honest with you. We taught Tristan young. Tristan's known for years how to start a fire.
Oh, good.
And I can just tell him, go get some wood, start a fire. It's no big deal. But I really don't think people would even know how to start a fire. So
I mean, we've all been to barbecues. Hey, come on over for a barbecue, and you have somebody over there trying to get the fire going. That you're just scratching your head, going, "I'm not going to take over because this isn't my deal."
Yeah,
but it's like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, but anyways, that's just unfortunately the world that we live in.
It is. It actually.
So it is freezing ass cold outside. Okay, and I say that heavily, freezing ass cold, because it is cold outside.
Yep.
And there's ice.
Yep.
There's there's frozen over everything. My windshield was jacked. My hood,
the doors.
I literally put my coffee cup on top of my car. And I always do this. I come out there with all my stuff. And I'm like, okay, I gotta open it up, put that up there. And this thing's like, I was like, whoa, grabbed it right before it went off the cars. Yep. So what's up? So what's on tap this weekend with well, first let's get into Airflow Filter Services. Okay. Have we crossed over to the remote control?
Not yet.
Car department?
Not yet. No. It still hasn't. I mean, I think I said this before, but this weekend somehow it came up in conversation
See?
So
it's a sign.
It's working its way in there. It's working its way in there. That's for sure.
Okay, if you get one more sign, okay, like say,
and I need to bring a remote control car in.
like say somebody gives one of the kids a remote control car for their birthdays, whatever it may be, or Tristan comes home and says, "Hey, Johnny gave me his remote control car." Yeah, that's a sign.
Yeah,
and you got to really absorb those.
I do. I guess I do. Maybe we can start off with batteries or something for it. I don't even know. Just parts
even
for
parts.
it. Yeah, that's true. We can do parts.
People are wild and crazy on these remote control cars. I mean, I was like, after we got talking about remote control cars, I mean, I have a remote control, but I broke it. Yeah. So I have to fix it, and I'm not a big fan of fixing things, so I'll just go out and buy a new one. Yeah. So I've been looking on the marketplace on remote control cars. Yeah. And some of these things are like wicked expensive. They are. And JR has an expensive one. He needs to do whatever, probably fix it or something because he hasn't used it in a while. So we have one at home that's pretty expensive. So. All right, JR, get to fixing your remote control cars so that way I can fix mine and we can race them. Yeah, that'd be so fun. Right down there in the sand. Yeah. Right there by Airflow. So anyways, but seriously business. So tell me how this week, what's going on? The new year, we're the second week of the new year. What's the rush? What's the pool? What are people coming in for? Lots of stuff. Just everything. I think I said last week, people are just doing maintenance. Just getting everything ready. Because this is the time where, all our vineyards, all our farms, it's after harvest. Everything's, done. They're just getting everything ready. So I think it's just that time of year where you're just, maintaining everything. And so it's just updating the oils. It's doing the hoses. It's doing, oil changes. It's just doing everything. So, and it's good. We've been pretty busy. So it's good. It's awesome. So it's good. Yeah. Well, very cool. Well, that's the point. Yeah. Is to be busy. Right. Exactly. So you want to make sure. So if you guys don't know, Airflow Filter Services at the end of Ramada Drive, 1140 Ramada Drive. Go past Firestone. Keep on going towards the railroad tracks. They'll be right there on the right-hand side in a big old white building. And they've got, you guys got lubricants. I mean, it's not just air filter stuff. No. It's lubricants. It's diesel products, it's hydraulic products. You guys make hoses. Batteries. You guys have tons of batteries. Oils. I mean, everything. Yeah. I mean, it's just everything. So. It's you're just one step under like an auto parts store. Mm-hmm. Really. Mm-hmm. I mean, basically, seriously, right? Yeah. Yeah. So with some extra stuff. Exactly. And remote control cars. And soon to be remote control car department. Trax. Yeah. Sponsored by Trax. By Trax. Wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah. So, hey, we got something funny to talk about, which, we talk about weird stuff. We talk about this whole AI thing that's going on. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're at the beginning stages of this. We've heard about cloning. We talked about, Eric and I talked about the 3D meats this week. I don't know if you heard about that one. Did. But in other countries, they're 3D steaks, right? And of course, Mark Zuckerberg is now raising cattle based on, or their feed is macadamia and beer. That's all he's feeding these cows, right? Interesting. But so Paris Hilton has cloned her dog, and then you could see Paris Hilton doing something wild and crazy. Yeah, like this, right? I could definitely see it. Yeah, just because she's got the money to do it. It's amazing. So Paris Hilton was missing her dog. And so she had her cloned into 2 dogs. Is that wild? That's weird. So Paris Hilton has her old dog, Diamond Baby, cloned into 2 new animals using cells to clone her beloved pet. Hilton, who is a well-known animal activist rights person, was left heartbroken when her pooch disappeared back in 2022. She says, "I miss Diamond Baby so much it hurts." So she wrote on her Instagram, "I know she's alive out there somewhere. Please spread the word." She offered a $10,000 reward. It was later to believe the animal was killed by a coyote. So this has been on the painful experience of her life. She says her heart is broken and Paris needs to do something about it. So the 42-year-old revealed plans to clone her old dog during the season of Paris in Love. "I got a call today from cloning people." She said that her sister Nikki, that's what her sister said, for Diamond Baby. She explained that she had previously got the dog from stem cells saved, and just in case something like this happened, so she's getting her dogs cloned into 2 of them.
So weird.
Is that crazy?
That's so weird.
I think that is a wild story.
It is. I don't know why. You're never going to be able to replace your dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're never going to have a dog just like that dog. So why just get a new one? Start new.
I agree. And is, all this cloning stuff, so she's not going one dog, she's going two, just in case she loses one of them.
Yeah.
She has a backup.
Course.
One gets eaten by a coyote, whatever it may be. We've got two. So, but is the dog, it's identical, cloning, identical, same type of, brains, eyes, acts, look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's weird. I just do. I mean, I've had dogs and I've had them pass away or whatever. And you can never replace that animal exactly. So why, just have that memory of that animal live on.
Move on.
And I want one that's identical to that. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. But I don't know.
It's a weird world that we live in. No doubt about that. So
I don't get it. Who knows?
All right. Well, cool. It is, what time is it? What time is it, Eric?
It's 8:26.
I didn't even say good morning to Eric. Eric, are you back there?
Eric.
Wow, you guys hate me.
I'm just making sure that you're back there. I didn't even, oh, there you are. Okay.
You guys hate me.
Yeah.
I had a bad day yesterday. You guys aren't making me feel any better.
Oh, you'll get over that.
Sorry.
You'll get over it because it's Friday.
Yeah, it's weekend.
Yeah, it's the weekend.
Eric.
All right, so it's 6:27, and let's go to our first commercial because we're going to have Lori Bryant with Slow County News calling in and talking all things North County and how we can better prepare for the weekend. So we'll be right back.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Welcome back to What's Up North County Morning Brew on Friday edition.
What's the date? Quick.
Gosh, the 12th?
All right.
January 12th. I know that. And I know that because, real quick, I have to say happy birthday to my son, Tristan. He'll be 12 tomorrow.
Perfect.
12 years old tomorrow. So happy birthday.
Happy
Tristan.
birthday to you. Tristan, remote control car. This could not be any more perfect.
Right?
I'm serious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
The
goodness.
timing.
Is he listening to the show?
Well, no, he's at school.
Oh, okay.
He'll listen later.
Oh, wow.
He listens to it with me later on. So, yeah.
Okay. So, I don't, Teresa, I don't know. I mean,
all the signs are pointing.
Remember when I said, I don't know, birthday's coming, and it's his birthday this weekend?
I had to mention that because you did say that, and I was like, oh my goodness, here's another sign. I need to go to remote control car.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So where are we going to put the display? I mean, so maybe like right when you walk in to the right where just right there. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big display. Just a little one. Just kind of start off small.
Yeah.
A couple of remote control, kick-ass, remote control cars.
Oh my gosh.
Trucks. No cars. No, we want trucks. We're trucks.
Okay.
We're trucks in the North County. 4x4s.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And wow, this is gonna be cool. Huh.
Funny.
All right, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Well, no, but yeah.
I don't know. I think JR's pumped right now. He's listening. I know he's
listening.
He's over there just going.
He probably just dropped off my daughter, and they're probably listening right now.
Oh my goodness!
Yes,
I'm excited. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Well, it's also Kelsey Hazelton's hubby's birthday today.
Today.
All right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. We got Kelsey on there. So good job.
Yeah.
Hey, Cowboys and Packers Sunday at the movie theaters at Park Cinema.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Good. Wow.
Yep. Cowboys and Packers at the Park Cinema Saturday or Sunday. And it's free to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we're going to get a bunch of people go and go watch that.
Really?
So a lot of my 49er fans are going to come. You know, because we want that 49ers and Cowboys NFC Championship game. So right now, this weekend, anyways, everybody's on the Cowboys bandwagon. They want the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So
my whole family's picking the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're picking the Cowboys to beat the Packers.
See? Oh yeah, they're gonna smash the Packers.
Yeah,
it's not even
I picked the Packers.
Oh.
Sorry, Andy. But I did.
JR chimed in. He says, "Go Packers."
Yeah.
Oh. Come on.
On our picks, he did pick the Cowboys to win. But
hey, JR,
Packers.
Don't be a bandwagoner. Don't be a bandwagoner. You know you picked the Cowboys.
He also says he's not working right now. He's playing with his RC car.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, I'm super stoked about that. That's gonna be cool. I like remote control cars. There's like that thing that just like kind of takes you back. That you're just like, oh man, like a kid, you know, and it's like, really, I'm too old for this, but it's like so fun. You're like this, having fun, and you know, pretending like you're in it.
Yep.
And then smashing it, and then you get pissed, and then you get too far out of your reach, your remote, and then you have to walk and
walk all the way over there.
Like, why the hell am I playing this? Yeah. Kind of like having a drone.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be able to have a drone very long because I'd be like, how far can this go?
And then it's way over there. Yeah. They can go pretty far.
Forget drones.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have.
I don't think we can do that one.
All right. Let's see. We've got so insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So Atascadero, what do you call it? Atascadero News, Atascadero Press, what? Anyways, they've put out their best insurances in Atascadero.
Yeah.
So when I say best insurances, their best insurance agents. Yeah. Best insurance agent right now, and right now it's opening. But your insurance, who do you guys go through? Do you guys go through a local agent, or you go through somebody?
We do go through a local agent in Paso Robles. We go through oh my gosh, what's the life of me? Oh my gosh, I can't think. It used to be Ted Ham Insurance.
State Farm. He's a State Farm, isn't he?
It might be a State Farm.
I think it's a State Farm.
State Farm or Mercury? I don't remember which one.
Ted Ham's.
Yeah,
I always remember seeing a red thing.
It used to be Ted Ham, but it's not Ted Ham anymore. It's something else. So, but yeah, so it's somewhere. It's in Paso Robles though.
Well, so Atascadero, best agents in Atascadero has been awarded to Oaks Independent Insurance Solution and Rick Gore, State Farm, Atascadero. Mm-hmm. So out of, I don't think this was like a major selection because there's tons of insurance agents, like real estate agents. Yeah. But whether you're looking for life, home, health, or auto insurance, these friendly local professionals are recommendations for best insurance companies in Atascadero and surrounding areas. So they only give two, which is, like I said, Rick Gore and Oaks Independent Insurance Solution, which I've never heard that. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is both of these are in Paso.
And in Atascadero?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, well, there you have it. Maybe we should say best insurance agents in Paso.
Yeah.
Okay.
And or they should say in the North County.
Well, in the North County, I mean, we got insurance companies here in Templeton. Yeah. We've got it's like real estate agents. They're all over the place, and it's like one. It's like an insurance at State Farm. You got farmers. You got you got all these different insurances. Geico. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's an office for Geico.
I don't think there's an office for Geico.
But what Geico has that nobody else has is the little
lizard.
Nobody, the gecko. Nobody can take that away from him because that gecko is funny. He's funny.
And a caveman.
Yeah.
Who's got the caveman?
Geico.
Geico's got a caveman?
Yeah. That was the first one, yeah.
Huh.
So it's kind of funny we're talking about insurance. So the other day there was the general insurance or whatever.
General, I like that one.
Right? Well, Shaquille O'Neal was on the commercial. And I looked at JR, I was like, what does Shaq have to do with insurance? And JR's like, I don't know. I noticed that their commercials lately have Shaquille O'Neal in it. I'm like, what's
well, that's a money grab.
That has to be. That's the only reason why. But I'm like, just keep the little general. He's good.
Everything's a money grab. If you look at obviously Bud Light is really reeling back from their major catastrophe a year ago or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so they just now launched one bringing in ex-NFL, players.
Yes.
Peyton Manning. You got Emmitt Smith.
Mm-hmm.
You've got I think I can't. He's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, trying to reel back. But it's like, you guys don't drink Bud.
No,
these guys are far from Bud Light. But it's a money grab.
Yeah,
Exactly as you get to a certain point, it's a money grab. It's like, who's going to pay me? But yet they're representing, something that is on a major boycott still.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But Shaquille O'Neal, like, that guy doesn't need any money.
He doesn't need to be doing these commercials. So it's
right?
like, why? I don't know.
That guy's got. Have you seen some of his cars that he's had made?
Mm-hmm.
He's had some of these vehicles made that look like something out of like Star Wars. Like there was one car. This was probably about 5-8 years ago that he had a Tahoe made, or not made, but stereo and speakers, and the speakers were all fiberglassed in, so it looked like a Disneyland ride. It was just like all this and speaker here and speaker there and lights and stuff like that. And that was his. And they had to move back, of course, the seat. So they had to they had to customize the whole inside and obviously move back the seats because he's like
almost in the second row kind of thing.
Exactly, like 8 feet tall.
Wow.
And guess who insures that car?
Who's that?
The General.
The General.
Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah. I mean, you probably are probably right.
He probably got something. I mean, I would imagine
he probably got insurance for life or something.
Oh, the General now.
Yeah, something. Who knows?
We did not have Lori?
No, I haven't seen a call from Lori, man.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous.
Oh no,
I'm nervous. What's going on? Well, let's move on to our next topic and our next headline, which is pizza.
Pizza.
Okay,
so pizza last night actually.
What'd you have? Which one from where?
Rustic Fire. In
I always forget about that place.
Yeah.
Because it's not your traditional pizza place.
Yeah, we were gonna go to can't think of Paw-some Pizza Kitchen. We were gonna go there, but my daughter didn't want to go there. She didn't.
Paso Pizza Kitchen.
It's,
that one's up
down by the park. Paso Pizza Kitchen.
Okay.
And she didn't necessarily favor their wings, so we
But Paso Pizza Kitchen, that is new owner.
It's
right there on the that's right there on the corner.
Is it? On the by the park right there?
Right there almost to Spring Street.
Yeah.
Right next to the yogurt place and stuff like that, or ice cream place.
Maybe.
Yep. That one's under a new ownership. Which,
I didn't know that.
Which was a professional basketball coach that lived here, went to school here, moved on, did his career and this and that, bought it, and still finishing up his coaching career, and then coming back.
No, that's a different one.
That is?
Yes, it's not Paso Pizza Kitchen. That's
Marv's. You're right. Yes, you're right.
I was like, wait, I've heard the story. It's It's
so Paso Pizza Kitchen.
Yeah, but it is right there. It's on. I don't want to say it's on Park Street, but it's not on Park Street. It's so Spring Street.
Right
here. Here's the park.
Yep.
And it's like right here. What else is right there? Not the museum because that's a street over.
So is it down the one that goes down towards Street Side on that road, or is it the one that goes down and dead ends into the movie theaters?
No, it's on the other side of the park. Other side. There's
it's on the west side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyways, we didn't go there.
Okay, we didn't go there. We're like, does anybody know where Paso Pizza Kitchen is?
Yeah, but it's just right there, right across the street from isn't there a gas station right there?
By Spearhead.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm so smart.
Got it.
As long as I have Maria, I am smart.
Okay.
Anyway.
Maria Arthur's. I'm being smart today.
Maria, thank you so much. I'm so glad we got that figured out.
Jeez. But we ended up going to Rustic Fire anyway. So,
okay.
Oh, 12th Street.
12th Street.
Brian says 12th Street.
Yeah. Why couldn't I think of that?
Awesome. Hey, this is why we love you guys that are following us, because that way when we start these conversations and we're like, we don't know where it's at. Yeah, so thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, right? But
what are we doing now? What are we doing?
We're talking about pizza.
What was the segment?
We're talking pizza.
We're talking pizza.
So we're talking pizza. So I'm going to tell you right here. So I want to just go through here, make sure that these are all from Atascadero that they've listed.
Okay.
They have it. Anyways, it says the best pizza at Atascadero. So I'm going to change the headline to the best pizza in the North County.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
So taste some of the best pizza in not the Atascadero, the North County and local areas. Okay, if you're looking for the best pizza in Paso Robles and Atascadero and got some recommendation, well, they've got some recommendations for you. So the editor's choice of the best pizza in Atascadero. Okay, the editor's choice best pizza in the North County, Chubby Chandler's.
Chubby Chandler's. Yep.
Is that still going? I thought it is.
So. Mm-hmm.
Was it Chubby Chandler's right there where railroad is? Right there right there on the corner?
Mm,
I tried looking them up online, and they don't even have a website. So
Okay,
I
so-
can't figure it out.
well, it was family owned.
Yeah,
Small
so
family owned.
I don't know if they know this or not.
It's still there, actually, because you're right. I think it was right there on the corner. So maybe it's not even in business anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
But anyways,
So, move
you
on.
got Fatty's Pizza.
Yep.
You
Fatty's
got
Pizza.
I like fatties.
you
Yeah.
got Pizza Express.
Mhm.
You do have Rustic Fire.
Okay.
Okay, Rustic Fire made it in there. You got Marv's Pizza.
Okay.
And you have a Ardoni's. They still around?
I would hope so if they're doing these
I-
pizzas.
I would hope so too. If
Yeah.
they're putting it on there. I
Oh,
mean,
and so my favorite, I'm going to throw my list into this is I like Planet Pizza.
Planet.
Planet Pizza. Where's Planet Pizza?
The Planet Pizza that's right there by right across from the DMV or the mail what do you call it? Post office. Right across the street, right there.
Oh, and that little plaza right there?
Yeah, right there where Cali Grill is, where they're going out of business. Right there at the end, kind of by the laundromat.
There's a pizza place there?
Yeah, Pizza Planet. Pizza Planet. That's what it's
Pizza
called.
Planet.
So
Pizza-
we got PPK is also out by me off Niblick and Creston Road.
There is that one there. And actually, yes, it's right by Food for Less. Mr. Pickles is out there. And actually, my daughter prefers that one over the one in downtown.
That's
So,
Anna Hernandez.
yes.
Pizza. What's that? What's on that? PBK?
Paso Pizza Kitchen.
Paso Pizza.
Mhm.
Isn't that over there by Planet Fitness? Isn't that one that was over there in the other shopping center
So it's
down the
off,
road, or did they move?
Niblick and Creston
Yeah,
Road.
right by Food for Less.
Yeah, right there on the corner. On that, they have that corner spot right there, and they have a big ass. It's huge.
And Anna wants to say her favorite pizza is Via Caravaggio is the best.
Oh.
Is that?
God, we can't pronounce words.
I am.
We are terrible.
I think I'm pretty close. Caravaggio.
Anyways,
You know.
have her call in. Give her a number to
Yeah.
call in and tell us the correct pronunciation.
Yes.
Yes,
Anna,
please.
correct us because we're probably saying it really wrong.
Yeah, but so let's talk. I mean, what time is it? Okay, fine. So we've got time. So we've got the best pizza. Let's do our own best pizza. So we've got
Okay.
you like obviously Rustic Fire.
Rustic Fire's
Okay.
good. Yes.
You like Paso PPK.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see, Eric. Do you have a favorite?
I like fatties.
At Fatty's, Fatty's is
You
high
can't
up
go,
there,
you
I
can't
have
go
to
wrong with
say.
fatties.
You can't go wrong with
No.
buy one get one
No.
from Fatty.
No,
No,
that's the
not at
reason why I
all.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bravo's Pizza in Atascadero has been, named one of the tops for a very long time.
Okay.
And so you can actually go in there and buy a piece by the slice.
Oh, that's
I like that.
So
I like that
and they
too.
have really good pizza.
Yeah.
Do we like Domino's?
No.
Mm,
No. Domino's goes out the
Seems
window.
like greasy and
Let's see. What about Marv's? Is Marv's in the top 10?
Actually,
Okay.
I've never been there, so I can't comment on Marv's Pizza.
Round Table's pretty good though.
in Atascadero?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be a big round, like we'd go there for me and my cousin would go there for a lot, during or before COVID.
Mhm.
They have the buffet. You can go in there and like all you can eat pizza and salads and this and that for, I don't know,
$12 or something.
something like that,
Whatever.
And they always had, the breadsticks,
Mhm.
really good breadsticks. And then of course COVID hit and then all the buffets
Closed down.
are gone.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but prior to that, what stopped me from going was the homeless are very, very populated in that area in downtown
Yeah.
Atascadero, unfortunately. And so there was a guy in there that literally, I mean, he didn't wash in a very, very long time.
Mm.
And they're not saying anything. I'm sitting there eating. I'm thinking to myself, going, why am I eating in here?
Yeah.
And he comes through and he dubs his fingers into the ranch.
Oh.
and goes like this, and it keeps going. And I caught this out of my eye because I'm watching. I always keep an eye on. You never know, these guys come out and pull out an Uzi or some weird shit like that. So I'm sitting there watching this, and he does that. I just kind of look at my pizza because I dip my pizza in ranch.
Gross.
Oh yeah, and I smothered my lettuce in my salad with ranch. I love ranch. I love that ranch. And from that point on, I was just like. And I never went back again. Every time I thought they closed, honestly.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they stayed open. But
oh man.
Anyways, which is probably why they don't do the buffets anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm putting Round Table on my bottom shelf.
I'm gonna go.
I'm not going there again.
No,
yeah.
Never going there again.
Okay, but this isn't at North County. But what about Costco pizza?
Are they even doing that anymore?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
That's the only thing they kept. They got rid of the hamburgers.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Really?
No.
It's massive.
I mean, they're huge and they're not very expensive. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that pizza. So
I think what all these artisan pizzas are like really are taken off. Kind of like a rustic fire because they're kind of artisan, kind of like that flatbread.
Yeah.
Kind of cooked over a fire. Very authentic.
Yeah.
But I think there's some different places that you go to Odyssey in Paso, which is on the corner across the street from Street Side. They have very unique and I want to say odd food options. But they're so good. Taste. Have you ever been over to Taste?
I haven't been to Taste.
Okay. So Taste has a really cool pizza crust. Pizza. They don't call it pizza. They call it something else. But I call it pizza because it looks just like a pizza. Okay. But it's on a very, very thin crust, like a crunchy potato chip.
Oh, okay.
And you could put these they're glazed, they're brown sugar glazed onions on it, and there's sausage and bacon and whatever you want. And just they're like little squares.
Christine.
Ah, so
what
good.
Is it called?
Brian wants to add in, what about best value in pizza? A lot have good values.
Where's that?
I think he's asking what's the best value.
Oh, best value in pizza.
Yeah, value.
I would say Fatties.
Fatties, man.
I would say Fatties
Hands
too.
down.
I agree. I think
even I mean, even like Chubby, not Little Caesars. Like even Little Caesars,
the cheap pizza.
Yeah, it's just like cardboard with tomato sauce and cheese,
which isn't bad for sleepovers for boys.
Oh no, but at that point, you may as well go to say the grocery outlet and get the the pizzas for $2.99, $3.99 because essentially you're getting the same type, and plus you can get a Mr. Gosh, what do you call those pizzas? They're big and they're actually good. They're not bad at all. They taste just like a Little Caesars.
That's
pizza.
what we do. We buy pizzas and then we put the leftovers on top of it, steak or whatever, and it turns out really nice.
I like homemade pizza.
I do too.
What we started. So I'm doing this carnivore diet. It's not a diet, but just obviously eating carnivore, right? Yeah. Just meats, animal based, blah blah blah. And so one of them, you can have cheese because it's animal based, da da da. And so we've been, me and Jen's been making cheese chips.
Okay.
So
do you hydrate them in the oven?
Well, you just melt them.
Or you just melt them.
Yeah, you put them on a cookie strip or a cookie plate, cookie pan thing, whatever you call those things, and you put some paper on it. Okay. Whatever you do, make sure you use parchment paper. Yep. There's a different paper that
wax paper.
looks like parchment paper, but it's not.
Yes. That is wax
Don't use
paper.
that one. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
But you put your cheeses on there and they melt, and they obviously when you pull them out, then they take a couple minutes to dry out.
Cheeses.
They're so good.
Yeah. What kind of cheese do you use?
Way better. So I've been going the lazy way and getting the pack that already has them cut into squares.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But last night, we went to Smart and Final. I got a big old steak, because I wanted a steak after having my deal done yesterday. So got a big old steak, and then cheese because I wanted to make cheese chips. So we did those, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't get as crunchy, and I think because of the thickness.
Oh, okay.
And so then I also bought your regular. It's real important that you use real cheese.
Yeah.
Don't get the crappy stuff that you can light on fire that it doesn't even melt. There's actually a video of that on YouTube. Look it up, cheese that won't melt, and it's right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, but get real cheese. But then the other one that we used, because we obviously make those, it's kind of like making jerky at home.
Yeah, kind of.
Nobody ever gets any because you end up eating everything after they come out because it's so good.
Yeah.
So we ate all those. So Jen's like, you want more? I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, make some more. So we made some more, but we used the other one, and it came out super thin, and they're super crunchy after they kind of did their, drying out or whatever. Cheese chips. Then you can put, steak on it. You can put, like I've done, ham on it.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Put pickles in it, man. I'm telling you.
Pickles?
Put a pickle and wrap it, dude.
Yeah. So you could, you know what? So that's actually, I could use that with the other cheese. So you can kind of put them all together and you can melt them together and make a cheese wrap.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Instead of a tortilla.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to film that this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to film that and I'm going to make a cheese wrap steak burrito.
That sounds really good.
It does, doesn't
actually,
it?
like a breakfast burrito with a fried egg on it. With the cheese. wrap.
OMG.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my God. I didn't even think about eggs.
Yeah. You can have eggs, right?
Yeah. I can't have eggs. I can have eggs, sausage, bacon.
Yeah. See, breakfast. The breakfast wrap with the cheese.
Okay.
People are noticing you slimming down, Randy.
This is good. Oh,
People
really?
are noticing, yeah.
Oh, thank
They said
you.
your 4 chins are gone.
Yeah. Thank you.
You can thank Ann and her
God,
name.
that was very sweet.
Oh, that's too funny.
I know my head does look small, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
I gotta grow that beard out.
That's kind of weird. You're right. You do kind of.
His head may have just gone bigger by telling him.
Why, you think there's something wrong with me?
I don't
Oh, God.
You think I got something else going on?
Teresa, please don't.
Oh my God.
This is a whole different rabbit hole we're going to
Oh. Oh,
He's going to the doctor right now. Right after
oh
this.
man, I'm
Yeah.
going to get blood work.
Yeah. Blood work.
Holy crap.
Doc, is my head shrinking?
All right. We got to go to commercial so that way I can go get blood work and I need to Google search small head.
Oh, God. You're going to get a lot of different things for that. Get us out of here.
Small head, I might go right to porn. We'll be right back to the Morning Brew.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Welcome back. What's up, Morse Game? And we found out why my head's small. Oh, we did. It's literally
It's cold outside.
It's literally an illusion. Actually, you know what it is? I tell you this, and then we'll move on from this because we can really go crazy. It's because I'm not eating breads and sugars. It really is.
Puffy?
100%. 100%. My whole overall, like I said, I'm not doing carbs. I'm not doing sugars. I'm not doing like fruits, which obviously has, your fructose and stuff like that. I'm not doing any of that stuff. And I literally because I kid you not, hey, my head looks small. My face looks thin. What's going on?
Yeah.
But it's really, it's that because it's only steak, eggs, bacon, cheese, and water and, tea, broth, bone broth. Have you ever drank bone broth?
Yes.
That's so good.
It's really good.
So good. And they said salt is good too. So I salt that baby up. Man, that's like anyways, so that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, there you have it. So we were talking about food and one of our local icons, and I say local, I should say California icons because it's not necessarily North County, but everybody knows it, which is Pea Soup down in Buellton.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a Pea Soup down in Buellton, and there's also a Pea Soup on the 5 as you're going up towards Sacramento and over just out of we always stop there for Santanella. Yeah. So over there in Santanella. So our local one is now closing down.
I know.
Right? That's pretty sad. So one of the California's most iconic roadside destination closed suddenly this week and left guests hunting for a bowl of split pea soup. Century-old Pea Soup Andersen restaurant, beloved for its namesake soup, windmill, Scandinavian-themed facilities, shuttered one of its 2 remaining locations, but according to multiple representatives for the company, the Buellton restaurant could return after redevelopment of the site. Pea Soup Andersen continues to operate a restaurant, market, and banquet hall in Santanella, which we were just talking about, where employees were notified Tuesday of the closure of the sibling location. So they're renovating. It's not 100% that, I mean, they're obviously closing it.
Yeah.
Will it come back as Pea Soup? Will it come back better than Pea Soup? But the purpose of it is the building is 100 plus years old.
Yeah.
And obviously a building that was built 100 years ago starts having some issues that
damage.
It becomes worth not fixing. It becomes worth just tearing it down and starting over. So,
yeah.
But if you like pea soup, you can't go to Buellton. You're going to have to go to Santanella right now and get your pea soup fix, which, hey,
yeah,
gross.
I agree with you. I do. I don't like it. I can't do it.
We stopped there once years ago. And I'm like, for one, as a kid, you hear pea soup, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not touching it. Okay.
And it's green.
Right. And it's green. Okay. Yeah. So everything that in your mind as a kid, when you say, son, would you like some pea soup? No. Not at all. So anyways, nasty, but anyways, iconic pea soup.
Yeah. I hope they do. I hope they reopen. And I hope, because 100 years.
Right.
I mean, that's a long time for a business. And yes, it's changed owners and, everything, but I hope they rebuild it and, it comes back.
I think if they did, I think if they took it back to the exact format, the exact look, which I think would happen if they rebuilt it.
Yes.
I mean, they would have to. They couldn't just modernize it. You can't modernize the Andersen pea soup. It has to be the exact same. Got to have the windmill. So if they did redo it like that, I think obviously it would have to be done just like the way that it looks now, or that it did. Yeah. But having that history, being bulldozed, to rebuild is going to be, it's a travesty. But I think over the food, I think it has such a big following, because it's iconic. People going up and down 101.
Exactly.
Let's stop at pea soup for pea soup. If you're that kind of person, but not me.
We went there last year after a football game, and that place was run down.
Yeah,
that place was like run down.
That's why they're
and the service was horrible.
Oh,
yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, it's it's like there's one place that I've never been before, which is I just recently was Harris Beef Ranch.
Okay.
Over there on Highway 5. Have you ever been there, Eric?
No, I got to get there.
You've never eaten there?
I've been there once.
Okay, so that place is awesome. So obviously, Harris Ranch, beef, cattle. I mean, literally, you go down Highway 5, Interstate 5, and you can start smelling it.
Yes, you can. Yep.
And it's just a massive yard, massive land of just black cattle.
Yep.
So this is Harris Beef Ranch.
Angus.
Oh man! And so last year, last year, because we're in the new year. So Arnold finally got me into a helicopter, and so we flew over there to over to Harris Beef Ranch, and had dinner.
Okay.
And man, the steaks were amazing. We flew over first the actual ranch where the cattle's at, and that was just from the air. Obviously, it looks much smaller.
Yeah.
But we flew over the ranch, which it actually goes back further than you can see.
Can you see?
Yeah, because you see just kind of the surface right there by the freeway. But it goes back so far into there, and there's so many cattle. It's amazing. But anyways, we went over to the Harris Ranch, and that's pretty old too. And that was built, back in the Eric. When was that built? Do you have can you pop that up?
Hey, look.
But anyways, everything inside was old. So it had the original, pictures of when it was being built back in, I want to say back in the early 1900s.
Oh wow.
But like you're talking about old, and I think they've kept up to date with everything because it's such everybody stops there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was packed. There was not only just the helicopter that we had there was planes there because they have a landing strip there.
Yeah.
And there was just tons and tons of people there. And this was like on, like on a Sunday afternoon, I think it was.
Okay.
But anyways, so talking about old stuff, and the AJ Spurs building, which why Pig Iron didn't open for quite some time because they had to do a ton of renovations in there.
Yep.
So
yeah, it was operating since 1937.
Wow. 1937. So almost 100 years.
Almost 100. Yeah.
So we're creeping on 100 years over there.
13
but
years.
The bar area is badass. You go in there and it's super cool. It's super rustic. There's actually 1, 2, 3. There's actually 3 different restaurants within the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They have the Cattleman's Lounge. They have your normal peasant, lounge, which we ate at because we couldn't get into the other one. And then they have their bar area, which you can, get food in there and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but if you haven't been over there, I highly recommend it. So, Eric, when you head over to the Valley, you head up to Sacramento, stop off there because you will not be disappointed.
I'll have to check it out. Maybe we got to get Arnold to fly us over there.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit, man. I actually wasn't as scared as I thought I was going to be, just because you don't fly that far off the ground.
Oh.
I feel like I can make it. If something were to happen, I feel like I can still, I can still see. Yeah,
I'll wait till it gets to 20 feet and I'll jump. I'll just break a leg. I'm good.
Why did I tell you that? Because that was actually my point.
No.
Because if it's going down, I'm jumping right when we get close there. Because it's going down like this. And,
if you jump, just think there's blades above your head that are going. You know what I mean? There's blades. You're going to get chopped up, dude.
Well, what's funny is I sent Arnold a video of a helicopter, and it was somebody that was doing a video to show you that if, say, the engines stall out or something like that, the helicopter can still, land.
Yeah.
It doesn't just and just drop down like they do in Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was showing how the helicopter was, because everything was still spinning and they were able to come down and drift in. So I sent him to that. I'm like, dude, I said, is this real? Yeah. And of course I sent him when San Andreas, when the rock went down the canyon, it's like, I'm like, is that real? Can you do that? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, so this is bull crap.
Yeah.
Right. So I sent him this video. And he's like, yeah. He goes, that's what happens. The rotors, keep going. Yeah. So that way you can still, it's still going. It's still floating down.
Yeah.
Goes, I'm like, no way. I said, if that happens, I'm going to jump out right before we get to the right before we hit. And he goes, okay. He goes, I'll land and come get you so that way I can fly you to the hospital. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, that's
I think I'll take some broken legs rather than, anyway. So, so there's a thing going on here. It's the 18th annual father-daughter dance. Is JR and Jess gonna go to this?
They never have.
Yeah,
my daughter's not into dresses. First of all, ever since she was a little girl.
Well, she's a softball player. Of course,
true. But JR doesn't like to dance, and neither does my daughter. So yeah, I've always wanted them to go.
I think JR's a secret dancer though.
No, not at all. Oh. Like he no.
Well,
Sorry, JR, but no, I've always wanted them to go. I have ever since they were a little girl, but it's just never.
It would be such a moment, I mean, even if you just go there and take pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the prom. Back when you went to the prom, you went there. Took your pictures so that way your parents knew you went to the prom.
That you went to the prom.
And then you got the hell out of there and went to the party.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. So there you go.
9 months later.
Right? No party. Well, there's a new party 9 months later.
Oh my
All right. Well,
goodness.
if JR and yourself is feeling adventurous, so tickets are on sale in advance right now. Okay. So the city of Atascadero presents the 19th annual Father-Daughter Sweetheart Dance at the Pavilion at the Lake. The event themed boots and beauties. Okay, so he doesn't have to wear a dress. You can wear boots. Okay, invites fathers, uncles, grandfathers, and any special guests to enjoy a semi-formal evening of dancing to music provided by DJ Manny Medina. Dance features snacks, door prizes, and more. Dance takes place February 2nd and 3rd, so there's 2 of them. Mm-hmm. Friday and Saturday. Friday evening dance suggested ages are 12 and under, so it's kind of for the smaller, younger kids. Run 6:30 to 9:30, and the Saturday dance, recommended for ages 12 and over, is scheduled from 7 to 10 p.m. Both events are held at the Pavilion in Atascadero at the lake. Tickets go on sale. They're $36 for couples for their pre-sale. Tickets at the door, $41 per couple, or you can go to visitatascadero.com and get your tickets. So there you have it.
Awesome.
So Boots and Beauties.
Boots and Beauties.
Yeah. And probably play some country westerns so JR will feel right there at home. Mm-hmm. Right? Your daughter, she could just wear her boots and her jeans.
Right.
Right.
See, they could go
take some pictures, and
even though she's 15, and
and it's all about the experience. Okay. Right. So you never know that you might like this. Like for instance, I went to that dueling pianos last year. Mm-hmm. I would have never ever gone to that on my own. Yeah. Had somebody not said, "Hey, we got you tickets." Yeah. Going to dueling pianos. Yeah. And literally, this was me to my wife. Dueling pianos? Yeah. What the hell? That's going to be lame. I had the best time in the world. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it now because I think Rava is having the dueling pianos next month.
Okay. Got it.
So it's an experience.
I know. Yeah. Like I said, I wish they would go. Even though she's 15 now and teenager and, whatever, but I totally would want them to go.
Well, you're in luck because there's going to be a moms and sons dance coming up too.
I'm so going to that. I will make Tristan go. I'll even take the 2-year-old.
So I haven't seen. So there you go.
I am for it.
So I just Tristan just chimed in.
I know.
Right there.
He's like, no.
He's like, what? What happened to the remote control cars?
I am so for that, to be honest with you, because I always like, man, I want to go.
All right, I'm gonna look
with my son. Like, why can't there be a mom and son dance?
I think there is. I think it's somewhere around Mother's Day.
Okay, well, we need to find it. You let me know. I remember going.
Okay, I remember hearing about it last year. I remember hearing about a dance that was designed towards mothers that don't have that don't have daughters.
Daughters, yeah.
So there's no mother-daughter or father-daughter dance.
Yeah.
So the mother-son, there's a mother-son, and I want to say it's around Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to Terry at the city of Atascadero and see if they're gonna have one, and maybe we can get a lot of people interested, and we can have the first ever mother-son dance at Atascadero.
Fantastic.
That'd be the most arguing you would hear anywhere in the North County.
No, I think it would be cool.
Mom and son would just be arguing the whole time.
Mom and son would be arguing the whole time.
Yeah, I think
probably.
I bet it would be well received.
Oh my gosh, I would love it.
I bet it would be. Yeah. I bet parents and moms would be digging it. Because you think about this. Not to say that this is the way that it is, but there's a lot of mothers that they're the parent. Mm-hmm. They're raising their kids and their sons. Mm-hmm. And so it would be just a cool event for a mother-son.
I agree 100%. I do. I really do.
All right, Terry, if you're watching, let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Maybe around like I said, Mother's Day, which is what?
May.
May?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
May.
There you go. May flowers brings mother's son dances.
Right?
Right?
There you go. I agree.
All right.
Fantastic.
Well, cool. Let's take another break, and we will be right back to the Morning Brew.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
We don't just serve it up, we roast it, distill it, brew it, craft it, crank it, bake it, make it, perfect it, cure it, paint it, live it, breathe it, and then we serve it up, all in Atascadero.
All right, the biggest headline right now is Jelly Roll urges Senate to take action against fentanyl crisis in America. So if you haven't been following this crisis in America, then you are living in a rock. Yep. And Jelly Roll is using his past, his crazy past, to inspire future change. CMA New Artist of the Year Jelly Roll is making waves in the country music industry, but hopes that his newfound influence can also make a positive impact in other arenas. The Tennessee native had a troublesome adolescent before finding music and turning his life around. In his younger years, Jelly Roll had many struggles with criminal justice system and in and out of jail for various charges ranging from drug possession to aggravated robbery. So Jelly Roll was once a drug dealer and is now urging Congress to take a stand against fentanyl. Rapper turned country star Jelly Roll made an appearance on Capitol Hill to speak to the United States Senate in a hearing on banking, housing, and urban affairs titled Stopping the Flow of Fentanyl, Public Awareness and Legislation Solutions. Jelly Roll, born Jason DeFord, was introduced as a two-time Grammy nominee and CMT Awards winner who sings about and advocates for those who are facing drug addiction by speaking with and for people struggling with addiction across the nation. Before diving into his 5-minute prepared statement, Jelly Roll admitted that he was nervous, and as it is an unusual platform for him, he is used to being backed by a band when he steps onto the microphone. Despite the nerves, he begins in a powerful way. So, what do you think about this?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Somebody who's been through addiction, and he's advocating to to fight this, to get rid of it. And and I know into that article he talks about statistics about, I think there's 190
people every day
die, and then he compares it to people on a plane of 273, and how he can compare that. That we if 190 people died from an airplane crash, we'd be
a day.
Yeah, a day.
100. One plane
comparing to 737 people.
And we'd be all about that plane crash, but yet the people dying from addiction, it's not such a big thing. But I think it's a huge thing, and I think we need to fight that because there is fentanyl. I mean, they talk about this at like Halloween, fentanyl being in the candy, and just going trick or treating. So that's a scary thing. Your kids are going trick or treating. They don't check their candy. Nobody checks their candy. Who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
So it's a scary thing. And I think it's great. I think he's great. I think he's using his platform to talk about it. And I think it's why not? You've experienced it. I mean, he was a drug dealer,
right?
I mean, he's been through it all. And I think he goes in to say that he can't even vote. So he can't even do anything about that. But, there's a lot to be said. And I think it's fantastic.
Well, it's cool. I mean, obviously Jelly Roll, I mean, I'll be honest, when Jelly Roll first come out and I saw him, I'm like, country, really?
Yeah.
I love his music. I think his music is just straight up awesome.
I agree.
He has that voice that just, I mean, you're just like, man, just powerful. Yeah. And then of course he has the image, obviously. He doesn't look like a country guy.
No,
right?
He does not.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of music, people that try to go into rap or rock or realize, into their career that they're just not doing it.
Yeah.
And they transition into country music. And then, what's country music? It's about, stories. Country music is about a story. And really that's what music is about.
Yeah.
But really it's a story, and people can identify and compare themselves to these stories.
Correct.
And Jelly Roll obviously has that history and that past of everything that he looks, right? I mean, his face looks like, everything, every tattoo he's got on his face. I'm like, ow.
Yeah.
But, for somebody like that, so powerful like that has such a big following, and take his platform and go to the extent of going to the Senate, go to the Capitol Hill to say, hey, enough is enough.
Yeah, I agree. And power to him to speak out like that, and to use that platform to do it. And like you said, he was nervous, probably, I mean, anybody would be, to speak to these people in power. They're in power. You know what I mean? Like, you're nothing compared to them right now because that's our government, so yeah.
No, but can we really stop it? I mean,
yeah, we can.
You think so? I mean,
yeah,
really? If
yeah, we gotta catch everything coming in before it gets to our towns. That's what you do.
You know, exactly. And so it's really, I mean, drugs have been something that, you know, America has been fighting for
ever
years, you know, years and years and years and years, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's one of those things to where it's like, can you stop that? You know, it's like, you know, can you stop, you know, they keep trying to ban guns to stop criminals from shooting people. Can you stop that? No, you can't stop that. There's absolutely zero ways, there's zero methods, there's zero statistics to stop that. Okay. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you fight that? You fight it with the same, right? And so closing down our borders, okay, does that happen? Does that keep, you know, fentanyl from coming in? Probably not.
Yeah.
You know, with so many different ways, you know, you got planes, you got, you know, boats, you got, you know, I mean, I'm sure you can make this stuff here in the United States.
I'm sure.
Right?
Yep.
The crazy part is he equated this to the 1990 crack cocaine epidemic. That's kind of what it is, but this is more dangerous.
This is more dangerous.
Yeah.
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 And
it's relatively cheap, which is why, you know, people can, you know, they put it into the cocaine or they put it into, you know, whatever platform or whatever ramp that it takes to, you know, put this in there, and it's relatively cheap. And somebody thinking takes a pill, takes a, you know, like an Oxycontin, thinking it's an Oxycontin, but it's really a fentanyl. And, you know, not knowing. And like, I think that there was a I think last year that she's here locally, and I apologize for not getting to her, but her son passed by doing that. And he wasn't a drug taker or anything like that, but he wanted, you know, something for a headache or pain or something like that, and it was a fentanyl pill.
Yeah,
so which is wild. I would be terrified if I was like my kids were growing like in that, like Eric's, like, well, yours. I mean, hell, your youngest is what, 3? 2. I mean, I would be terrified just what is this world? You know, what does the next 10 years bring? You know,
I know.
It's just
scary.
amazing. It's amazing. And I think maybe us as parents, you know, I mean, I think, you know, we have to be that educator. You know, the school's not doing it. You know, they're not doing a great job on really. We have to be that education system. We have to put that fear into them. It's like, you know, and teach them, you know, fire's hot. You know, you put your hand in the fire, the shit's gonna burn you. It hurts.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
And I think we crowd these kids so much in these early stages of life, like Tristan, teaching them how to build a fire. You know, okay. How many kids out there know how to build a fire?
Not
I would
many.
be, if I was to take 100 parents and 100 kids right now, I would bet a very small portion of them know how to start a fire, or would the parents allow them to do that because it's fire?
Correct.
You know, what if the kid blows them up? Okay, well, he'll learn, right? He burns his hair off. Okay, he'll learn. Right.
Yeah.
But seriously, I mean, that's how we did it.
But that's how it is. I mean, you got to learn. You got to do to learn, right? I mean, you learn by mistakes, right? I mean, Tristan, when he was little, sorry, Tristan, he cut his hair with scissors when he was little. Did he touch scissors again? No, he didn't, because he cut his hair off.
I did that when I was young.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to teach these kids. You have to teach these kids, and it starts at home,
right?
It starts at home with
100%. 100%. That's really where it's at. And that's really where it should be. It should stay.
Exactly.
You know,
Yep.
School teaches about, you know, their academics and what they need, and, you know, maths and
History,
how to
science,
how to spell things and, you know, this and that, you know, ways of life and that kind of stuff gets taught at home. And, you know, when your kids get to that age and when they become little jackwagons, you know, it comes from the home. So
exactly.
That's where you heard it right here first on What's Up North County.
Yep. I agree.
Okay. So,
what else we got?
Well, gosh, we should probably take another commercial.
No, we got one more.
We got one more? Okay. So did you know, and well, I can't, I won't ask you that. Okay.
I know what you're going to ask.
I know. It's rude. You can't ask. So California has the 4th oldest new mothers.
You can ask me how old I am.
How old
is that what you're going to ask
yes.
me? Okay. I will be 42 next week.
42
next week.
Okay. So you fall into this demographic.
I do.
Not 100%. You're
almost.
right on the
yes, I do.
right on the edge.
I
okay.
do.
but California has the fourth oldest new mothers, a study reveals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, New York has the oldest new mothers on average. All right, so we're going to go down here to where New York has the oldest new mothers on average with a birth rate of 17.5 births per 1,000 women in the 40 to 45 age group. This is 45.8% above the national average birth rate for women 40 to 44. Hawaii, let's see, New Jersey has the second oldest at a rate of 17 births per 1,000. Hawaii has the third birth rate of 16.5 births per 1,000, and California is fourth. Golden State has a birth rate of 16 births per 1,000 women of 40 to 44 years old. Crazy. Maryland comes in, Massachusetts come in fourth. Maryland comes in, fifth. Maryland comes in sixth. Alaska and Connecticut are tied at seventh. And Virginia is at 8th, and Rhode Island is at 9th. Huh.
I mean, there's some horny ladies out there.
So reading that article, I'm just going to make an observation here. Because if you go into that article more, it talks about the next one of being the youngest. And the youngest, if you notice,
Arkansas,
and it's between 15 and 19 years old.
What?
But if you look at the article, it's like the mid section of the United States. If you look at the higher ages, it's like the coast. You notice that?
So your youngest state,
it's like East Coast, West Coast, kind of. Am I wrong? And then you look at the younger ones, it's like the Midwest.
Wow, Teresa, what a great observation.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. I don't know if that correlates with anything, but 15 to 19 years old. And then
New Jersey, California, Massachusetts, right? Alaska, obviously outside.
Yeah.
Virginia, Rhode Island, and Hawaii.
East, West Coast.
Teresa's really done her homework on that.
East, West Coast. I'm just making the observation. I don't know what it is. Maybe they need to do, but hey, maybe they need to do a correlation of the states. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Midwest towns, Arkansas, those kind of areas, but they're younger moms.
Louisiana,
they're younger moms.
Oklahoma, Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia.
Just making observations.
Texas and New Mexico is on the outs, but no, you're right. That's a great observation.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
So now all the young guys are now moving to the Midwest.
I would say, what I would gather, it would be more for the working woman that is going to school, going to college, getting a degree, and they're working on their career, working on their education or whatever prior to starting a family.
No, I agree.
So that's California and New York.
Yes.
Kind of your outer skirts. Virginia or Rhode Island.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Hawaii or Alaska. Maybe Alaska, just because
I think Alaska is more men than women. I think it's for every one woman, there's like 5 men in Alaska.
Huh.
Yeah. That's where you go when you've done something bad as a man. You go hide in Alaska.
And then maybe like the center, like the middle states, because if you've ever been, which I haven't, and I'm actually speaking like I haven't, I'm just guessing because I watched the Dukes of Hazzard. Is there's a lot of just like mingling. There's less. I would say like in those areas
there's less to do.
There's more to do. There's more to do. Kids are out doing more than they are in the West Coast.
Well, they're doing something.
Exactly. No, they're doing a lot. They're having a great time. They're having bonfires and they're running from the cops and they're shooting guns and they're like the middle area is like it was 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they haven't caught up to the technology, to the world of sitting at the house and doing video games, because parents back there can still whip the shit out of their kids for acting up in the supermarket. They can raise their kids
that way.
And really, if you think about it, back when I was kind of growing up, you had kids between, 18, 19, that was your kind of your yoke.
Yeah, but these are kids having kids.
Yeah,
totally. No.
mean, I'm just saying. I mean, between 15 and 19 years old, there's no way I thought about ever having a kid.
Well,
but
we didn't think about it. It just happened.
Yeah, but I do have to say,
you're like rabbits.
Yeah, I did grow up with a lot of girls who were pregnant in high school, so I can't really. I'm not going to judge anybody.
But interesting. So let's go back to somebody that's in this statistic. Okay, a mother at 39, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that's when you had Tristan or not Tristan?
Jake.
Jake.
Correct. I had him almost 39.
So you're close to that statistic.
Yeah.
So was that planned?
Jake?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. No.
Okay.
But he's also my third kid. He wasn't my first. He was my third.
I know, but let's take the other one. Let's get the other ones out of the picture.
Okay. Well, we're just over. If you really think about this.
Yeah, we're just focusing on him. Okay, so you're at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, it was like, oh, what? Was that the first thing? It's like, I'm pregnant? Are you kidding me?
What? No.
Doc, are you
very
check
happy.
again?
Yeah, no, well, you want to be honest?
Yeah.
I took 5 pregnancy tests. 5. I was like, no way.
You need to go to the store and buy more.
No way. Oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. That's kind of how it was. 5. I was like, there's no way.
Oh
there's
my
no
gosh.
way. No way. I'm 39 years old.
And I got to ask this because I know JR, you don't have to tell me, but JR is such a mellow, methodical thinker.
Yeah.
And when he coached with me and I would tell him something, you could literally see his brain just go like this, and he'd be like, Randy, this and that, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But what was his reaction? Was he there when
I took the pregnancy test?
What was his reaction?
So literally, okay, how this happened, I don't know how we're getting.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. This is exactly what we want.
We were literally heading to Las Vegas for a softball tournament.
Okay.
Literally, he gets home, he starts packing the car, and the kids are inside. I hadn't told the kids, by the way. I bring a pregnancy test in my pocket and I show him, and he looks
as he's driving.
No.
Oh.
As he's packing the car.
Oh.
And he looks at me like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's the 5th one I took. And he's like, oh my gosh. And he was excited. He was very excited. He hugged me and he was very excited. So wow. I was beyond excited. I loved it. I'm the kind of mom, I love being pregnant. I love being pregnant. I mean, if I could have 20 kids, I would. I just don't want 20 kids. But anyways, I was very excited, but I was also very scared because I know my daughter did not want another baby in the family. She, when we finally told them a month later or so, I was very nervous. I cried.
Wow, you waited a month.
My daughter, sorry, Jess, but Jessie did not want this baby. She said, get rid of it. Yeah, ooh. It was bad. She said, get rid of it. I cried, and we all cried. And Tristan didn't know how to feel because he was sad for his sister. So Tristan was sad for his sister. And then all of a sudden we're talking. And then the idea of having another sibling became, this is amazing. And literally, hours of talking, we started picking out names. It was kind of a happy, sad moment. But I have to say, Jessie loves her brother.
Well, yeah, of course.
Jessie absolutely loves Jake. I mean, they are 2 peas in a pod. It's like his second mom. I mean, their relationship is amazing. So is Tristan and Jake. But Tristan wants him to be like a big boy and play and be roughhouse.
You can't wait for that time.
Jessie, I never thought Jessie had any maternal instinct in her, because the way she is with Tristan, oh my goodness, it's a whole nother level. But the way she is with Jake, it is incredible, and she's an incredible big sister. And so anyway, wow. but literally, there's an age gap between the Tristan and Jake. There's 10 years, I believe it is. It was like starting over.
Oh,
I mean,
totally.
That's statistic. Yes, I'm not a brand new mom, but yes, I was a brand new mom. I forgot everything. Like, I forgot them being babies, even though I've been around babies since I was 12 years old. I had my nephews who I used to babysit. I've been changing diapers for years. So I've had babies around me my whole life. And with Jake, it was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is what you do. Like, this is what happens. Oh my gosh, we got to start potty training now. Like, I'm at like different, like, I forgot. When do I start doing this? When do I When should they be talking? When should they be crawling? When should they be walking? It's like, it's an incredible thing to become a mom, to be honest with you.
And I didn't mean to deep dive here.
No,
So
I'm North County.
I'm like going, oh my God.
But it's child.
But the point is, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool because there's a lot of parents, there's a lot of new parents that are older, and so I look at myself and I look at my kids and I look at when we had our kids and what would be different now.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And it's almost, it's a lot in terms of obvious reasons.
Yes.
But there's also a lot of experience between then and now.
Correct.
To where, at the beginning, you're struggling, you're trying to figure out, okay, I got kids, I'm trying, I'm a kid, I'm trying to figure out, how to raise a kid, and now you're trying to go, okay, you got to buy formula, you got to buy, diapers, you got all these, have-tos.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, there's no money left. We can't do this, we can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, fast forward, 20 years, 15 years, you're hopefully, in a better place, have a little, your stability is better.
Correct.
And so you're able to do things different, so like those struggles that your first one, Jesse, which was what, 16 years ago? 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So those struggles that may have been then probably aren't there now.
Correct.
Where, it's, what I'm saying? It's kind of just a different time. And I would love, with my grandson, it's like, oh my God, I love that kid so much. It's probably really bad how much I love this kid because he's so awesome. I just like, anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, back then when we had the girls, we ate macaroni. That was our dinner.
Yeah.
And when we started putting tuna in there, we're like, oh my God, gourmet.
Yeah.
So that was our food. That was our food source. We'd go to the store, and back then we didn't have grocery outlet or any of that kind of stuff to where, you could buy stuff for so cheap. But now it's like nowadays, it's like, man, it would be so different, anyways.
No,
well, Teresa doesn't have anything to worry about. You know that, right? Because, if they need more money, they just get more RC cars.
Right.
There's always options. You can have another kid.
Well, and I have another boy, who probably is gonna be like, wow, like so,
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing with us with that. 'Cause like I said, that was obviously, you never have to answer questions because things will pop in my head. And like I said, right here, we kind of go from here to that. And that story was awesome.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah. And you hear that a lot, from the older kids, the older siblings being like, get rid of it. It's like, wow,
I know. Your face kind of said it all because that was my reaction to it.
I can only imagine.
I cried. I cried because I knew, I was so nervous to talk to my daughter. So nervous. And I was scared and I was emotional. And being pregnant, I was emotional, obviously. And her reaction was exactly what I thought it was going to be.
But that also goes to show it's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction, and we've all been there. We've reacted in ways that we regret.
Yeah.
Doing, saying, a reaction is something. It's like, I just blew up. You do on your kids all the time. I don't know how many times I come back. Hey, I'm sorry. I blew up. And
exactly.
Because then you're able to retract yourself. But when you get hit with that, that surprise information, you're like, you don't know how to react. And, if she was, and siblings already have that, I want to be the only one. No, somebody else, is coming in. Now there's another one. So, but anyways, thank you for sharing that. Super cool, super awesome. Like I said, your kids are awesome. You're awesome. JR is awesome. And I can only imagine, how, you guys have another, JR's like coaching right now. Tristan, he gets to do another round. How cool is that?
All
right, JR. So right now I'm retired coaching, but come back and get me, on your next go around, and we'll run the Bantams through the seniors.
Yeah.
And
well, the plan is for my daughter to coach.
Well, she'll probably be at softball.
She will, but by the time she graduates college,
let's see, 15. So she's a sophomore this year. Let's see. So she's got at least 6 years.
Yeah.
So she's got at least 6 years. But now
he's 2.
Right. So that's 8.
That's exactly.
Okay. So, but let's think of the long term, right? Okay. So softball now is an Olympic sport.
True.
Okay. So obviously Jesse is very into softball.
Yeah.
You guys travel around the country to softball camps and this and that. So she's going to go to a college, obviously, hopefully, full ride, to college for softball. And then at the end of softball, what's next? Now there's that stepping stone
true.
I'm sure, and I promise you this, and you can mark my words, at some point she will have some sort of attempt to the USA team. I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think anybody that has that sports and very, very, especially as you guys are, very deep into it, if there becomes an opportunity to try out for the USA team, you guys are going to take that.
That'd
what I'm saying?
That'd be amazing. My daughter Olympic.
So yeah, and so that's going to be, so who knows? Maybe that step takes. And
true. Maybe we'll be coaching her brother.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, you're still young. You should be coaching her sister in softball, right? I mean, you're still within that range, 40 to 44.
Oh God, here we go.
Right? Am I wrong? Would she completely lose it at that point?
No, I think I'd lose it. I would lose it. No, not happening. No more kids.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
No more.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was awesome. That was fun. We got to take another commercial. My God, we're at 9:36 right now.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? All right, let's take another commercial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Morning Brew, guys. We got our Friday edition here. Teresa Branch, Airflow Filter Services, guys. If you guys don't know where it's at, head down Ramada Drive. Keep on going right past Firestone. It'll be right there on the right-hand side. If you guys want to buy local, support local, they've got more than just the filters, and they take your oil, and they take everything. So thanks again for coming in on your Fridays.
Thank you.
Appreciate that conversation we just had. That was, I apologize for probably your conversation you'll have when you get home.
I know.
with your JR and the kids. But like I said, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So thanks again. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Anything planned?
We're going to Fresno State softball camp on Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fresno State softball.
Tristan's birthday tomorrow.
Tristan's birthday tomorrow, and next Friday we're going to find out if that remote control section's coming to Airflow Filter Services. Awesome. We'll have a great weekend.
You too.
Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys get over to Spotify, Instagram, and YouTube and follow those pages as well, because it's really fun. They're easy to use. And as always, guys, we appreciate you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Cestero Meat Cutting, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, El Red Rooster, Pacific 805 Spas, Hanson Enterprises, 5 Star Rain Gutters, Kennedy Club Fitness, Borhone Auto Center, Story Termite Pest Control, and of course, Airflow Filter Services. Guys, thanks again. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
We don't just serve it up, we roast it, distill it, brew it, craft it, crank it, bake it, make it, perfect it, cure it, paint it, live it, breathe it, and then we serve it up. All in Atascadero.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.